Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about how I pretty much built an AI crypto researcher with OpenClaw, right? And you guys already know, I've been telling you guys that everyone is going to need a crypto researcher. Everyone is going to need a AI agent in their back pocket to help you do research, to help you figure out, just to stay updated with the markets overall, because crypto is a 24/7 market, right? You're not going to be able to keep up with everything that's happening in a different time zone than you are, right? For me, I'm in, the New York time. I wouldn't be able to keep up with the people that it's pretty much operating in Asia time, right? Australia, whatever it may be, on the opposite side of the world. I wouldn't be able to keep up with them without a crypto research tool. And I also figured this would be a problem that a lot of you guys are also having as well, right? You guys are all looking for the next altcoin to pretty much invest into, whether it's a micro cap, next AI agent, the next hot narrative, whatever it may be. I know that this is an issue that a lot of people in crypto is having, and this is why I pretty much built it and made it accessible to everyone as well. So in this video, we're going to break down how I built this, what we're using it for, some of the research that we are using it for pretty much, and how you can get access to it. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below, and while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your questions on how does that Patreon group works. As you guys know, this Patreon group now gives you access to the terminal here, the most utility you will find anywhere on YouTube as of right now, right? You get the whole HQ here, and you get the private Discord access here. And you guys, when you guys go look into the post, you actually do get a promotional code that you guys can use to actually get access to this terminal for 40% off the first month. You guys already know. You guys can take that code and plug it right directly into Patreon, allowing you to actually take advantage of the discount, test it out, see if it's for you, test out the best crypto tool, and let's get right into the video, guys. Now, before we get into the tool itself here, I want to break down a few things here. We do have it on Pure Push. It is also going up on Product Hunt, and so far we've been getting phenomenal feedback on this terminal here. I made this really public. This is like the first product I'm actually fully building that is beneficial for pretty much anyone that's coming into the space here. It has we just published it pretty much today, and it has been getting about 11 upvotes here. We got 5 followers off of this, off of Pure Push here. Some good feedback in the comments here. People are actually liking this right now. So this is letting you know that this is a product for a lot of crypto users that people would really like. Now, instead of pretty much looking to go onto CoinGecko here, trying to figure out what altcoins here, why are they trending, what is making these the top gainers here, you guys are always using either CoinGecko here or CoinMarketCap. You're even probably looking into CoinDesk here, seeing their latest research papers. There's other crypto firms out there that's making a lot of different research papers out there for the public, some that's behind the paywall, some that isn't. You also using X, of course. People are going on to X here, scrolling down and trying to figure out what's happening on X, what's happening with their favorite altcoin, all of this right now, trying to keep up with everything. Also going on Crypto Rank to try to keep up with some unlocks that's happening there as well for their favorite altcoins, just any major altcoins for big unlocks that may affect the crypto space. Then you also have those that are actually trading prediction markets, that want to trade crypto prediction markets, right? Whether it's pretty much pre-markets here, where you guys are pretty much gambling on, I don't want to say gambling because we always gambling on everything, but pretty much deciding on what the outcomes of some of these altcoins FDV might be. And already in my Discord, I actually started doing this with my Patreon members. We're actually using Asai to play the altcoin market here. As you guys can see, the first one we did was on predict.fun here, predict the FDV on day 1 of launch. And you guys can see when you go onto the Patreon side, you guys can see we talk about pretty much what I'm doing here for this prediction markets with Asai. Asai breaks down what's happening for that prediction markets, gives us a a pick. And as you guys can see for predict.fund day one launch, you got 200 million, 300 million FDV, which is moderate, and my pick and Asai's pick. Then you got 400. So we gave some information on why we picked that out, and Asai's research is right here as a research paper as well on why it also picked out that as well. So you can see here it's given a pretty much in-depth reason on why it picked what it picked. So that is another aspect we're going to be using to dominate this market and make all types of money here. Even you got the monthly prices here that's also on Poly Market here, right? So instead of just continuously going here to do your research, we're going to be using Asai for that. So basically all of that is to let you know that like crypto moves 24/7. You got so many tools that you're going to be using to try to keep up with all of that, because ain't no way you're going to be keeping up with all of that, switching up from tab to tab, time zone to time zone. You need AI that can research all of that and actually summarize all of that for you, so you get a quick nugget on what's happening here. So what I did was pretty much built a full terminal here that has all of that we just looked into, but also added an OpenClaw agent in there, which is called Asai, right? Asai stands for Altcoin Chasers AI, right? So all of that here, essentially OpenClaw allowed me to build an AI agent with specific skills that I created custom skills, which is going to be your X research, your price tracking, prediction market monitoring, portfolio manager. All of that is different skills that only Asai has access to. So this allowed me to cut down the research from like hours of research and actually just cut it down to simple summaries that I can just figure out what's happening within this altcoin market here. You can see it for your morning briefing here. It hasn't generated its picks yet, but it usually always generates its picks. And as you guys can see from my watch list here, it also breaks down my watch list for my community members here that always wants to know what's on my watch list, right? Things like that. So it's telling people what's actually happening. So it goes on Twitter, figures out what's happening with that project, and gives you guys an idea right here. As you guys can see, gives you a little tweet here, intelligence signals here. You got community watch list here. As we build out the community even more, people will be adding their altcoins, their favorite altcoins, to the community. And also Asai will be tracking that as well for everyone in the community, right? Intelligence signals here, you guys can see what's happening here around different protocols, all of that is happening, right? Also do have some saved reports here. These are ideas, these are reports that I'm continuously coming back to just to figure out what's happening here, new developments that's happening in this space from near virtuals, all of this that's also happening in this space. Now you guys can also look into the daily breakdown, which is your daily market intel. This is where you're going to go to your coin desk, see what's going on here, what news is populating around the crypto space here. You guys get the idea of the big moves that's happening. Solana well is moving, look on chain flagged unusual activity with a well accumulating 1.5 million sold, approximately $220 million over the past 12 hours here. Ethereum stake in here, World Liberty Fi drama here as well, and then you're going to have the must reads here. You can also, if you wanted to figure out some other things that wasn't on here, you could click the read more. It will give me more of a breakdown on other things that's actually happening in this space as well here. Market context here, you guys get the whole understanding what's moving today. You see in other altcoins that's moving here, you guys can see here Trador, Rave, Stargate here, Tia, and then losers worth knowing, Piverse, Banker, Alio. You get to see all of that that's happening here. You also get some token unlocks that's going to be happening to pay attention to, that he's telling you, well, Asai is telling you for future reference as well. So you doing all of this cuts down your research time by at least 50%. And then also breaking down, like, you want to compare some altcoins, like let's say we want to compare Tau to like Near or something, right? This is easy to do your research on here. You get the whole breakdown on what they are right here. You get to see all of this. This is basically off the coin comparison tool that we used to always tell you guys to pay attention to. Now you can also do that and get a deeper comparison from Asai as well. So now it breaks down the actual differences between these two here. Any altcoin that's up there, actually, you get it. It gives you the bull case, the on-chain smart money, bear case for both, near-term catalyst, and then it also gives you a verdict here, pretty much here on what is deciding here. So this is how you're going to be using that coin comparison tool. You also got the smart intel. This is where what's telling you what's moving on chain within smart money, what they're accumulating, what they're buying, what they're selling. You can some Asian token over there on BNB has 5 wallets that accumulated $32,000. Wrap Towel here, 3 wallets for $22,000. You want to get a little specific, you could check out the buys here, what is happening there, the sells as well, all that is happening. You could get out altcoins pretty quick depending on what you're looking for. And then this is also important here when it comes down to the perp side of things, because you get to see where the money flows is happening on pretty much hyper liquid, where people are putting their money on, taking leverage longs, open interest. You get to figure all this out that's happening right now in this space without losing any time. You got the smart intel. This is honestly where you can find some gems here as well. And with the alpha here, just figuring out all the other things here. And then you got unlocks here, right? So tomorrow we got a big unlock for Story Protocol here, which you can scroll down here, you can just click it. It's about $5.9 million tokens, which is about 0.59% of the entire supply of Story. And then if you wanted more information, you could just click that icon there and have a side breakdown what could potentially happen for Story Protocol there. So now when you ask Asai, give it a breakdown, it pretty much tells you the breakdown of what's happening here, on how it's going to affect it. You can see here what's actually happening, the technical picture here. Should you buy before or after the unlock? Buy after. Pretty much it's telling you everything that you should know before you start to dive into some of these tokens and buy them with ongoing vesting. Now you have the prediction market side of things here, which the prediction market side of things that we have on here is solely focused on crypto, right? Everything just crypto pretty much, right? So you got your pre-market. We just showed you guys that predict.fund on pretty much Polymarket here. You can see it here when we go back to pre-market. You can see the predict.fund here, right? And that also is also shown on the terminal here, and you can see it all over here. And I just told you guys, you can get a research on what Asai is thinking for this prediction market here for the pre-markets. You can also do this for monthly case, for the monthly case as well, which we have here. I should actually change this to like weekly and monthly as well, but it's going to do everything from the month of April, all types of markets that pop up on the month of April here. So today is the 12th, right? We can check what price will Bitcoin hit in April, or we can check for the 12th itself. Now actually, let's check for the month of April, see what it's thinking here. We're going to click that robot icon, see what Asai is thinking there. So the idea behind using Asai for prediction markets is pretty much to for it to guide you on your picks. It's not going to fully tell you what to pick. It's going to break down each market, each option outcome on that market, tells you what's more favorable and what it thinks based on the research, because it scrapes the data off of the entire web here. It looks at let's say if it's a pre-market, it looks at raises, it looks at Twitter. And for, let's say if it's a monthly market, right, for like, you know, Bitcoin or something like that, it looks through the technicals, the EMAs, overbought, oversold, all of that, 20 EMA, 200 EMA, everything in that it takes into consideration for it to make its pick. So as you can see here, now it breaks down that full market for the month of April here, right? So you can see it's basically telling you the probability clusters here based off of all the markets here, the upside targets, the critical divergence. It's telling you everything you should know before you pick it up, right? So now with my pick with conviction, the 75K market at 51% is telling you the baseline expectation is stay around here, maybe drift up, right? The 80K market at 13.5% is saying, but don't get too excited, meaning that we may range here around these prices around the 70 to 75K, right? So mainly the more target is 75K here. And then the prediction here, Bitcoin finishes April somewhere around this price here. 68K to 76K. And it's telling you exactly why that could happen, bullish case scenario. So that is everything that it's really thinking when it comes down to the market here. And then you can take that and go ahead and go into poly market. You can actually go onto the actual prediction market here, click this, go view onto poly market, and it'll bring that up, and then you can go ahead and figure out exactly where you want to place your money at, right? You know, if you want to be a little bit more safer here, you could go above, you could go 60 65K. Actually, no, you can go about no for 65K here, or if you wanted to do yes for 75K, you can all decide on exactly what you want to do, but you want to stay around this range here on exactly where you want to place your bet. And then of course, as the market gets a little bit more bullish and the community gets more active and looking into tokens and researching tokens, people are going to be adding more tokens into the watch list here. This helps your research out tremendously, cutting down the time. You can see what the community is looking at. Then you can ask Asai, what are you thinking about some of these altcoins, pretty much on what the community pretty much added here. And then you go off of that, you do your research, you can set up your portfolio, do all of that on here. So I did all of this with my OpenClaw, right? So my OpenClaw has now become my researcher and my community crypto researcher that we're going to be using from now on, right? So again, if you guys want access to this, you guys already know you guys can go on to Patreon, look at the post, and use Patreon discount code Asai 2026, get 40% off your first month to test out the OpenClaw, test out the terminal, test out everything that you guys want to do. Also, I did this video because this person also asked, am I going to create a instructional video on how to use it? This is pretty much for that. And I did make a little small video, but that was just before. But now we're making a full video for you guys to get a better understanding of this HQ, this terminal, and how it works and how it could benefit you. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We on that road to 30K subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.